Is he on the phone line right now? I do believe he is. Okay, he's one of my all-time. By the way, I just want to let it be known, I said he was one of my all-time favorites before he was on hold. Hearing that,
that's true.
Year 12 for the guy who was John Elway's first draft choice in Denver, coming off of a championship here in Los Angeles, California, getting set to take on the Rams in 2 nights on Thursday night. It's going to be amazing. He is one of the all-time greats, getting set, maybe getting fitted for a jacket. Canton, Ohio as well, of the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line. How you doing, Von?
How's it going, guys? Thanks, Rich. I appreciate you, man. I always enjoy being on the show, and I just appreciate you guys for having me again.
We feel this. I feel the same exact way. Are you getting on a plane today? Was that how this is working? When do you get out here?
No, we on the East Coast, so we can leave tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And have enough time to get ready.
What's going through your mind as you're coming out here to the spot where you won a championship to take on the team you won a championship with? What's going in that brain of yours, Vaughn?
So I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I'm big with visualizing, big moments like this in my life. I do it. I did it for a Super Bowl and for both Super Bowls, and all the playoff games and just big games during my career. And I think about the stadium. I think about any interaction that I could have, like with the players on the other team, how I want to play, how I want to lead my teammates, and all I've been thinking about is just staying kind of even keel, trying to keep my emotions in check. I love those guys over there. I love everybody over there. They came in and got me at a very crucial moment in my career, and it's nothing but love for the whole city of LA and the whole Rams organization, Coach McVay, Aaron Donald, Les Snead, and Reggie in the training room, and Mark, and Brandon Berg, and Henny, the D-line coach, and Rod, the DC, man. Everybody, they showed me so much love. Jalen Ramsey, man, all of those guys, man. Everybody in LA is so much love for the whole city, and it's just like playing against your brother in like Madden. You love your brother, you love your brother, y'all family, but when it's time to play, you want to win, and that's just where I'm at with it.
Have you gotten your ring yet, Vaughn?
Yeah, I got my ring, and I was at the ring ceremony.
You were.
So I went to the ring ceremony. That was my last day on the team with the Rams, and it was just so much love, man. Just being there with all those guys, man. And I really enjoyed my time there, and I hate being reminded that I could have went back and all of that stuff, man. I just want to keep my head down and be a Buffalo Bill, but LA was just so good to me, the whole city, man, and I really enjoyed my time there.
Yeah, I mean, my crack staff, the great Rich Eisen Show crew, put up the photograph of you wearing your ring, your new ring. Can you fit the Broncos ring that was on your index finger inside the new ring? Does it fit inside there, Vaughn?
Yeah, you probably can. And if you remember when the Broncos had their Super Bowl ring, we had the biggest Super Bowl ring in the history of the NFL. So you see what the Rams ring is. It's the biggest championship ring in all of sports. So it just keeps bigger. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And that's what championships are supposed to be. You're supposed to, and you're supposed to just. And you're supposed to capture that moment. You're supposed to capture that year. And it was a big year for the Rams organization. It was a big year for all of us, and that's exactly what they did with the ring.
Well, Vaughn, I know you're new to your new digs, relatively new to your new digs still, but do you get the sense of what it would mean if you could add another one to your hand and thus put one on the hand of the famed Bills Mafia? Do you get a sense of what that would mean, Vaughn, already?
Yeah, it means so much. You don't want to look too far ahead, but at the same time, you got to have goals. And, that was a huge reason for me coming here to the Buffalo Bills. If I wouldn't be the first guy to play in 3 Super Bowls and win 3 Super Bowls, I could have just, stayed with the Rams and just rode off into the sunset with Aaron Donald and just, lived in L.A. and, just enjoyed, my years before retirement. But I still felt like I had more to do, and I felt like, the Buffalo Bills gave me that chance. I wouldn't be able to win 3 Super Bowls with 3 different teams if I would have stayed with the Rams. So it was a tough decision to come over here. We got a great team over here. We got a great quarterback, great coaching staff. This locker room is incredible. Every Super Bowl team that I've been on, the locker room and the teammates that I've had have all been tremendous. Super Bowl teams are always player led, And this team has some similarities to the Super Bowl teams that I've been on.
That was going to be my next question, Von Miller, because you know what it takes to win a championship. You've been around championship teams, and you're around the Bills at an interesting time, Von, because the level of expectation for this Bills team is through the roof. And I'm wondering, what do you see there that gives you the confidence that pressure could be shouldered properly in Buffalo?
Yeah, pressure is a privilege. And to play this game so many years, I've always had pressure with the Broncos. We came from that's a championship organization. If you're not going to the Super Bowl, after seeing John Elway and Terrell Davis, Rod Smith, all these guys do big things. If you're not going to the Super Bowl or playing in big time games, that's the expectation in Denver every single year. I don't care what the year before, what you did the year before. Every single year, it's about the Super Bowl. And going to the Rams, it was all about the Super Bowl. It was about helping Aaron Donald win a Super Bowl, getting Coach McVay over the hump and getting him a Super Bowl. And Matthew Stafford getting all these guys a Super Bowl. It was about the Super Bowl when I went to the Rams. And we have some of those same type pressures here. Back in the golden days, he lost four Super Bowls straight, and this community is really fiending for one. And we got a lot of similarities in the Super Bowl teams that I've been on. We still got to go out there and play, but that's always the main goal.
Well, I mean, Peyton, obviously, just like Stafford, coming from a spot where his entire career was part of his identity for that team in that city, and then going to a new spot and trying to win it in his first year there. Obviously, for Peyton, it took a couple of Super Bowl cracks, but he finally, with you winning the MVP of Super Bowl 50, broke through. Josh Allen's a totally different story. He is an ascending superstar in this league and a guy who could run for mayor and win on the spot there in Buffalo, New York. What have you seen from him that makes you know, outside of having played and seen him, that he's special? Von, you got a story for me on that front?
Yeah, I mean, Josh, first and foremost, he doesn't take anything serious. Like it's not like of course, we're out on the football field. He's trying to win, but his confidence level, is just amazing to be around. It's not one of these. It's not the feeling that you're overly confident or you're cocky or anything like that. He just believes in his guys. He believes in his skill set. He believes in his skill set where he's at in his career right now. And he's a fun guy to be around. Doesn't take anything serious. He talks with this little light voice, man. It's just fun to be around. And I think the team and this organization just kind of follow lead. They just kind of follow Josh's lead. And we got a great defense over here as well. They've been great for a very long time. Coach Frazier and Coach Washington and all these guys, they draw up great schemes every single year. We got great players on both sides of the ball, and we just got to go out there and play. I really enjoy being here. I was kind of shaky when I signed here in March. Coach McDermott had told me that, man, I learned to love this place, and he wasn't lying to me. Of course, when you see Buffalo on paper and it's cold and stuff and all that stuff here, but here being around the people here in the community and all the people that live and breathe Buffalo football, and my teammates, and the training staff and the equipment managers and the infrastructure of the team. Everybody's just a delight to be around, and they really make up for whatever negative dashes Buffalo could have. Like, the people here really make up for all of that stuff, man. And I'm enjoying being here, man. Looking forward to a great season.
Von Miller here on the Rich Eisen Show. A couple more minutes left with him. Let's talk about you a little bit, Von. What is it like to be the OG, walking in the locker room, being that guy now in year 12? What's that like for you, Von?
It's cool because I don't feel 33 at all. And when I watch the film, in my opinion, I don't look 33.
Mm-hmm.
But just being around the guys, like it's just something like you get the jokes and being in the locker room and you hear conversations. That's when I feel like 33. To me,
are they making? Hold on a minute. Are they making like music references, show references, social media references?
That are music. It's the music. It's just little stuff like that. It's not really. It really doesn't have anything to do with football.
Yeah.
But that's just when I feel when I'm around the young guys and you just hear the jokes and the priorities are just different. Me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here and it's all about winning. It's all about coming in here, getting the most out of my team, getting the most out of my teammates, trying to be the best leader I could possibly be. and I wouldn't say it's a work mentality, because I honestly feel like I haven't worked a day in my life. It's just I enjoy being here. I enjoy winning, and that's what it's all about for me. I'm all about like trying to get the most out of my teammates, trying to get them in a positive mindset, trying to uplift everybody and have everybody ready for Thursday or Sunday or whatever they may be. And some guys' priorities are just different. You got guys playing Call of Duty and other stuff. Even though I occasionally play video games and stuff, it's just the priorities for me is I want to win a Super Bowl, and it's constantly on my mind 24/7. And it's like this obsession where I can't even just the kid that like the young guy jokes. It just goes over my head. But that's really the only time where I feel my age. But other than that, man, it's been a joy to be here.
But it's not just that, Von. I'm hearing that your addition to Buffalo isn't just going to show up on the field, and the importance of your addition to Buffalo isn't about the on the field either. It's you kind of being the football whisperer for the young up and comers, for the really talented players that are in your locker room, certainly on defense. And, just remembering when you got drafted and hearing, DeMarcus Ware kind of be that guy for you, him telling me those stories, Rod Woodson telling me some stories too about that. I just find it amazing you're kind of in that role now in your career.
It's all the little quotes and the one-liners that I tell all these guys, man, I get it from DeMarcus, or I get it from Peyton. I get it from guys that made all these great speeches throughout my career, the Brian Dawkins speeches, the Tim Tebow speeches, and the Champ Bailey speeches. All the greats that I've ever been around, like all the information that they gave me, I'm just paying it forward to these guys. And it's not all about football. It could be about, it could be about finances, or it could be about cooking or a chef, or it's like the little things that everybody asks me about. Like, how do you do this? How do you recover? And I really enjoy being in that position too, because I tell these guys things that I wish people would have told me. I'm not telling them necessarily the stuff that I was doing when I was their age.
Sure.
I tell them the stuff that I feel like that I should have been doing at that age. And it's good to just talk to Greg Rousseau, and I'm talking to him about something, and I tell him something, he just lights up. Like, it's just like I just gave him a cheat code. Or if I'm talking to AJ Espinosa and we're talking about something on the football field, and I tell him something, you could just see them just like capture that information, and they just hold on to it. And I really enjoy being in that position, so I can get these guys all the information that DeMarcus gave me, and down the future they can do the same.
Von Miller, I love chatting with you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you and that whole community and the team. It's right there in front of you, and it starts in L.A. in 2 nights. I would run through a wall right now. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Seriously.
Hey, I appreciate you, Rich, man. It's always been a joy, man. I appreciate you guys having me. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, I'll be right back here for you guys mid-season.
Okay, great. Look for my call. As always, Von, you're the best. Appreciate the time now. Have safe travel and have a great time. Soak it in on Thursday night and beyond. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Right back at you. That's Von Miller right here on the Rich Eisen Show for the Buffalo Bills.